Hi there. My name is Dr. Benjamin Tomessitte, and this is the video introduction to my humanities class. Tell you a little bit about myself first. I have a bachelor's degree, master's degree, and doctorate degree, actually all in music composition. I'm a classically trained composer, and I'm a professional saxophone player. I'm a jazz musician. And music is one of the humanities. In this class we actually talk a little bit about music. Not a lot, I don't beat you over the head with it, but we do have one of the lessons built around some musical topics. In terms of this class, well, I've been a college professor for many, many years. I graduated with my doctorate in 1995, and I've been a full-time college professor ever since. And actually I started teaching college level classes when I was a graduate student. So I've been teaching college level classes since 1987, and I've been a full-time college professor since 1995. Now, in terms of this specific class, this humanities class, I've been teaching humanities for the last couple of years, and I really love the humanities. Again, my doctorate is in one of the humanities, but beyond that, I had some art history classes in graduate school. I have always been a big history buff. I had some history classes in graduate school in addition to, the regular Western Civ and that kind of stuff that you take as an undergrad. And I've been teaching this class for the last couple of years. So I think I've put together a really interesting class. I really do. There's 10 lessons, and the first one we talk about the Stone Age, the Paleolithic era. In the second lesson, we talk about Mesopotamia, the Fertile Crescent, and the civilizations that came out of Mesopotamia. The third lesson, this is actually the music lesson. We talk about ethnomusicology, and that is the study of music of other cultures, and we talk specifically about the music of sub-Saharan Africa and the music of northern India. Lesson number 4 is on ancient Egypt. Lesson number 5 is a lesson in comparative democracy. We talk a little bit about ancient Greece, ancient Rome, and then the modern United States of America, and we try to make comparisons between those three civilizations: ancient Greece, really Athens; ancient Rome, the Roman Republic; and modern U.S. of A. Lesson number 6 is on comparative religion, and the religions that we talk about are Buddhism, Hinduism, and Islam. Lesson number 7 is a lesson on early Christianity, and that begins actually with the crucifixion of Jesus and goes to the Council of Nicaea in the year 325 AD. Lesson number 8 is an introduction to visual art. We talk about a number of schools of visual art. Sometimes these are referred to as isms: naturalism, realism, romanticism, impressionism. And there's a number of some really good examples that I put into the written lesson. Lesson number 9 is actually a film study. And the film that I chose is the movie called The Player. It was directed by Robert Altman. It is not a new movie. It came out in the early 90s. It is a spectacular movie. And when I say spectacular, I mean spectacular movie. And you do have to watch that movie. So if you're going to take this class, you might have to spend somewhere between $3 and $5 to stream this movie to your computer so you can see the movie. But I have other links, and so there's really no textbook for this class. So beyond the fee for the class, the only really extra fee, if you will, is just a movie rental for The Player, and it's universally considered a great movie. I mean, I wouldn't do a film study on a B movie. And the last lesson for my humanities class is we talk about literature, specifically poetry, and one poem in particular, "Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night" by Dylan Thomas. He is regarded as one of the greatest poets of the English language, and there's an interesting relationship with this poem between Dylan Thomas and the composer Igor Stravinsky. And we talk about Dylan Thomas, we talk about the poem, we talk about Stravinsky, and Stravinsky actually wrote a song called In Memoriam Dylan Thomas, and uses that particular poem, "Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night," as the lyrics of Stravinsky's song. So it's 10 lessons. I think I've set it up to be really pretty user-friendly for you and to be interesting. You can tell I'm pretty animated. Again, I'm a professional musician. You can see the studio equipment behind me. I'm a classically trained composer, professional jazz musician, and I'm a recording engineer, and I shoot these videos, and I do actually all the editing on the computer stuff you see behind me, and this is all done in my home studio at home. So I hope you take my class. It's a pretty good class. My students like me. They seem to get a lot out of it. I generally get really, really good teaching reviews, and you know, what can I say? Take my class. Thanks a lot. We'll see you. Bye-bye.